G'day, thanks for stopping by. Wanted to tell you about a trip we took down the northern New South Wales coast recently. First, let me get rid of this. There, that's better. Well, we started this trip at a place called Canungra. It's a town just about an hour in from the Gold Coast in the southeastern hinterland, I think it is, of Queensland, just above the New South Wales border.
While we were at Canungra, we stayed at the Canungra Showgrounds. We had to go through a water crossing, didn't we?
We did, yes.
So the creek that runs behind the campground flooded over the road.
Getting into the park was a challenge in itself. That first turn into the park is really tight, and with 23-foot van on the back, it was quite a challenge. But we managed to get the van through. I thought the park was good value. Power and water, $27.50 a night.
Yeah, for two of us.
Yeah.
If you had kids, you would have to pay more. I can't exactly remember how much more it was, but it was more. We had to use 2 leads, didn't we? 2 leads to be able to reach the power box.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we had 2 leads, so we were prepared, and it was okay.
We had good phone reception there. Both Telstra and Optus went really well.
It did. It was really good reception. Yeah.
And while we were in Canungra, we were able to catch up with some of the family, which was really good.
Yeah, it was really good to spend some time with the grandkids, wasn't it? And fun.
It was, yeah.
Our first trip, wasn't it, was to Springbrook National Park to check out the natural bridge. On our way to Springbrook National Park, we paid a quick visit to the Hines Dam.
So I've taken a trip out to Hines Dam.
I think that's how you say it.
In Advancetown, or around Advancetown, southeast Queensland. Quite a spectacular view.
Oh, good.
The surroundings just incredible. As you look around.
The mountains over here with the water. How long was that? That was about, what, an hour drive?
Yeah, I think so.
It was about an hour drive.
Yeah. We're at Springbrook National Park, going out to the Natural Bridge. Beautiful walk around here. Amazing sights. The trees are just incredible. Feels like you walk around Jurassic Park.
It was really an amazing sight.
The Natural Bridge is a rock formation that's formed by the force of the waterfall falling on top of the cave, and actually eventually put a hole through the roof of the cave and creates this spectacular waterfall from inside the cave as well as outside.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing, wasn't it? It was, yeah. And then on the way back,
a little picnic area on the edge of the Narang River, and had an amazing swing rope there. I think we all had a bit of a go at it.
yep.
Some were a bit more graceful than others on it.
Talking about me then?
Definitely leaving that one alone. Let's quickly move on to Tambourine Mountain. About half an hour from the Canungra Showgrounds camping area is Tambourine Mountain. We've come up here to take a look at the treetop walk. Amazing views up here.
And this walk is about 1.5 kilometres long. It's made up of a combination of walking on the forest floor trails, walking along steel bridges through the canopy, the rainforest canopy. And there's even a 40-metre cantilever bridge that is breathtaking, 30 metres above the creek and rainforest below. Amazing stuff.
One of the highlights of this walk is stepping out onto the cantilever. Let's go take a look. Also on Tamborine Mountain is Thunderbird Park, where Wenda and I tried our hand at zip lining. There's a lot of activities to do there, but I must warn you in advance, if you're going to go there, take your wallet. There's a few activities, but they all cost. Anyway, we did the zip lining, and that was well worth it, we thought.
Even the four-wheel drive trip up to that first zip line was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was. The tour we did's got 7 zip lines across Cedar Creek Gorge, multiple times before dropping into the gorge itself and flying just above the treetop canopy below. It was quite a thrill being attached to a single line more than 60 metres above the canyon below and getting up to speeds of around 70 kilometres an hour. Oh, we did it. 7 zip lines. Up and down the mountains.
Yep.
A great experience.
Yeah, it was. It was.
A lot of fun.
It was. And the guys were really good. I think I was a bit scared. They were incredibly patient with me and others in the group that were a little bit anxious.
Definitely worth a visit. With Thunderbird Park in Tamborine Mountain.
I think it's got awards actually.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, have a look when we get back.
Yeah. Anyway, highly recommend it.
Absolutely.
Alright, heading from Canungra to Brunswick Heads. Spent some more time with the family, which is great. Catch up with the grandkids, so we miss them. That's one of the things we miss on the road, is we do miss the grandkids a bit. So it'd be good to spend some time with them and catch up with the family.
Yep. So Brunswick Heads is one of our favourite places.
Yep.
So look forward to that.
Brunswick Heads, here we come.
Here we come.
Brunswick Heads, Northern Rivers region of New South Wales. Such a great location, so much to do. You're the Gold Coast to the north, Byron Bay to the south. This time we stayed at Evernew Caravan Park, another reflections park in Brunswick Heads. We had a nice site with power and water, $55 a night, and the site overlooked the marina and provided a beautiful backdrop for our evenings. Check out this little fella. This time we decided to have a bit more of a look around Brunswick Heads. I found a nice walk down by the river. Spotted a stingray splashing about the shallows. So they're getting themselves some breakfast or lunch, I think. Boat ramp was a haven for pelicans. I guess they were hoping to get a feed from some returning anglers. And of course there's these guys. As soon as the sun comes out, they're out and about. We were told one of the popular activities in Brunswick Heads is jumping from the bridge. Come on, Sean. Show us how it's done. We were happy just to enjoy the views of the river this time. Come to a place just outside of Byron Bay called Broken Head. And there's a bluff down here. We're going to go for a walk and have a look around. Interesting little path in. trying to keep your footing. Check out these views of the coastline from up here. How spectacular is this? Just watching the waves crash against the rocks. We went for a walk down the rocks to get a better look at it and found this pool down there. I put a short video together for Facebook of the rock pool itself, so I'll put that in now and you can have a look at that. As this place a broken head. The rock pool gets pounded by the waves and becomes its nature's spa bar. Here comes one. Okay, our next destination is Brooms Head.
I've never been to Brooms Head.
We'll look forward to getting to Brooms Head and checking that out.
Absolutely.
Go in, let's go for a walk down the beach. Beach is just across here, very handy to the campsite. Brooms Head Caravan Park, $40 a night, power and water. Ooh, some beach. What do you think of the caravan park, Ben?
Look, I wasn't sure at first, to be honest. You know, but I actually really like it now. I like it.
It's a good location.
Yeah, it's a great location. Caravan park's fine. It's nice and flat. I mean, it's got an amazing beach. Just down a couple of steps from our doorstep, really. You can't see it from our doorstep, but we can maybe sometimes, can't we?
It's nice listening to the waves crash during the night.
Yeah,
because we're so close, you just hear it. It's just I don't know, something peaceful about it.
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Yeah, that's true. It is something. There's always something relaxing about hearing the waves, isn't there?
There is.
For us. Yeah, so yeah, it's grown on me. It's grown on me.
I'll give it a tick.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
We also visited Sand and River, which offers low-cost camping. We didn't go there. I'm not sure we would get our van in there actually. But access is via an unmade road, which was in reasonable condition.
Yeah, there was a few wobbles, wasn't there?
Yeah, a few shutters.
Yeah.
Down at Sand and River, near Brooms Head, at the Yarragur National Park, you need to pay $8 for a day fee. A vehicle pass, they call it. It's an honesty thing, really, isn't it, Paul?
I don't know. I could check it.
Yeah, I might. So we've got to display one of them up on the windscreen and put one of them in the collection box. You've got the collection box, Paul?
I need $3. Sand and River had a lot to offer. On the riverside, there's plenty of wildlife there. There's a pelican. We also spotted a turtle swimming through. Popped his head up to get some air. It was great to see that. Then on the other side, you got the ocean. It's a beautiful beach on the ocean side. You could also take your four-wheel drive onto the beach. We didn't have a permit, so we didn't go on this occasion. The nearby town of Maclean is a tribute to all things Scottish. All the lampposts have a Scottish tartan painted on them.
You are able to get a map from the Scottish shop that is on the main street as you go in. And then this they give you a map that lists all the different tartans on the lampposts and where their location is around town.
Our next destination is
Nambucca Heads.
Nambucca Heads. I've been wanting to go to Nambucca Heads for a long time, so I'm really looking forward to checking out Nambucca Heads and seeing what's there.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more, it has more in the town than Brooms Head did, which didn't
Let's
even
hope
have
so.
a general store.
Let's hope so.
So I'm looking forward to it too.
And yes, it's a bit bigger than Brooms Head.
A well-equipped main street with some cafes, restaurants, clothes shops, even homewares.
Bit of everything. And we stayed at another Reflections Caravan park there. It was $38 a night, power and water. We ended up with a great site. It was plenty big enough for our van. Beautiful morning here in Nambucca. Let's go for a walk, eh?
Absolutely. Apparently there's a beach access from the caravan park.
Very quiet here at the moment. It's not a bad thing.
Love that.
Very peaceful.
Although we do have someone parked right in front of our view. Despite it being cold.
It's quite a good layout here in this park. The sites are slab sites with power and water. Plenty of open spaces. From the caravan park there's a walkway that takes you down to the beach. We'll go over and have a quick look at where we're going. Not sure if you can see it through the trees. There's a beach down there. Let's go for a walk.
So here we are at Scott's Head, is it, Paul?
Scott's Head, right?
Yeah, we're going to do our first four-wheel drive on the beach. Woo! Goodness, a bit scary. We bought a permit at the information centre at Nambucca Heads. Cost us $66, usually for a year, but we've only got a few months of the year left. We still had to pay $66, and here we are. And there's the track. Ooh. So Paul and I checked it out. It's a bit soft in places, but I think once we get on the beach, I think we'll be just fine. So Paul's busy airing down the tyres now. We're going to air them down to, what are we airing them down to, Paul? About 15 PSI? About 16? Okay. So about 16 PSI. And then once they're all down to 16 PSI, we'll go on the track. Apparently airing your tyres down is really, really important for being able to sort of get through the soft sand without getting stuck. So we brought all the gear. I'm going to give it a go. So we spent a bit extra and got what they call the Storm Dire Deflators, and what that is just four little, you see the brass thing there, four of those set to 16 PSI, and we'll put one on each wheel all at once, and hopefully they'll take it down to PSI. But just to be safe and just to be sure, we also bought one of these Bush Ranger gauges, so that we know accurate it is, and that our tyres are actually down to 16 psi just in case. Okay? So Paul, are you ready? Okay, let's do this. So we bought a compressor to be able to pump our tyres back up. It's the Bush Ranger Max Air 3. So you connect it to the auxiliary battery as such. And you use it to pump up the tyres. So look. Noisy? The second tyre. Leg sore, Paul. There you go, Paul. Last one. Yay!
Visited the V-wall at Nambucca Heads, where people are actually encouraged to write on the rocks, and many of them have quite detailed paintings on them, and details of people who've been and visited the area and the dates they were there. The path led to another beach, beautiful beach walk, where we checked out the rock formations and just enjoyed the scenery of the ocean. When has found us a walk from the V-wall and Nambucca Heads out to Shelley Beach.
Hopefully.
The sign said Shelley Beach.
Oh, did it? Oh, good. Good.
So good chances we're going.
Yep. Excellent then.
A couple of detours on the way. Look forward to exploring this walk. So come up this hill to a bit of a lookout up here. And then to Shelley Beach.
Is it? Shelley Beach? Look.
There we have it, clear evidence, we're in Shelley Beach. Well, don't know about you, Wen, but I'm ready for a cuppa. So I think we'll have to make a part 2 of this trip.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you're still with us now, well done, good on you.
So thanks for stopping by, and we hope you can join us
As we continue our journey
and make friends with the locals.
down in Budgewoi, and then continue on to Berrima.